Hello, and welcome to this screencast, 4 Tips to Save a Marriage After Infidelity. Our website is relationshipadvicehelp.com. Trying to save a marriage after infidelity is a difficult thing to do. It's also, however, very admirable. Our society makes light of affairs and even seems to promote them through the media and movies. On a personal level, though, infidelity is devastating. It's one of the major causes of divorce and marital strife. It's usually also a symptom of some other problems. The good news is that once these other problems are identified and corrected, it's possible to save a marriage after infidelity and restore a relationship that has become important in your life. These tips given here can actually work for you whether you are the one guilty of the infidelity or the victim of it. While I cannot promise the process is ever easy or pain-free, following this advice can quicken the healing process to help you get back together. Tip number 1 is to take charge of the repair process. If you want to save a marriage that's been the victim of infidelity, then you need to take charge of the repair and healing process. It really does not matter if you're the one at fault or not. You cannot make your spouse do anything, but by taking the lead, you can clear the path toward a reconciliation that will make you feel better and potentially get you both back into an enjoyable marriage sooner. This also gives your spouse permission, so to speak, to behave in a non-antagonistic manner toward you and join in the effort to repair the relationship. Tip number 2 is to not look to play the blame game. And you don't even want to participate in it if they start it. If your spouse is the one who cheated, they may try to blame it on you for not providing what they needed in the relationship. And whether there's any truth in this or not, certainly they are at fault for their actions regardless. But do not dwell on either of these points. You may offer an apology for any fault on your part, but do not fish for an apology on their part. Likely as not, this type of game can end up being one of competing for the better excuse. Trying to lay blame on one another is not going to save the marriage, nor is it going to make either one of you feel any better long term. Tip number 3 is to dig down to find the reasons. Now, while carefully avoiding blame and excuses, try to determine what the root cause of the infidelity was. Some need or needs were obviously not met in the relationship. Find out what they were. The purpose here is to determine what needs fixing and how to fix it without accusing anyone of anything. The goal is to get back together so you each can have pride left at the door and be brutally honest, not only with each other, but even with yourself. If you do not find the reasons behind the infidelity and fix them, then the relationship is sure to fail. Tip number 4 is to rebuild the trust. And this starts by telling the truth. This is not easy. Trust is something that is so difficult and time-consuming to build up, but it is easy and quick to be lost. Relationships require trust, and in order to save a marriage after infidelity, it's imperative that trust be rebuilt, and the sooner the better. One way to help rebuild trust is to be totally open and honest. Forget trying to beat around the bush or hide details in any part of your life. Rebuilding trust will take effort from both of you and take time. Be patient. Show your spouse in everything you do that you have his or her best interests at heart and are not hiding anything. Tip number 5 is to head over to our website. Get started right now putting it back together. We want your marriage to work, and we want this to lead to a happier life for both of you, but especially for you. Thanks for watching.